What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with another video on Flash Season 3, Episode 6, Shade. Flash is back after 2 weeks off due to the presidential elections. So, Episode 6 was pretty freaking awesome. Was a bit overhyped online, but still, it was pretty good. Rocking that Flash t-shirt, that Total Bears hat, got Monster on deck, like always. So, the overall kind of outcome of this episode was that Kid Flash got his powers back and potentially became Daniel West, the new Reverse Flash. So, it's going to be quite interesting seeing where that goes in future episodes. So they baited Wallace West into going to Dr. Alchemy in order to find what people believed was his cult room, which actually turned out to be Savitar, the Hindu god of speed, who they were worshipping, which is quite interesting. And we also got to see Savitar for the first time. Awesome. I don't know if anyone picked up on this, but Savitar looks like the main villain from the Age of Ultron. I'll put a picture of them side by side, but he looked pretty similar, so pretty cool prosthetics, aesthetics, and CGI. So it's going to be really interesting going forward. And also, White Lightning is that fast that you couldn't see him, but he actually, when Barry Allen said, "Who are you?" he said, "Savitar." And then he actually said, "The God of Speed," which was pretty sick. I was not expecting to see Savitar in that capacity. I don't expect we're going to see much of him in the following episodes, as it's Killer Frost next week, and then we have the crossover coming the episode after that. Well, not the episode after that, but the Kid Frost and another episode than that. So pretty good. So we got Kid Flash getting his powers back. The episode started with him having memories of being Kid Flash. Pretty cool start. Got a bit of an Easter egg, I suppose you could call it, with Kid Flash saving someone on a skateboard who ironically had the Flash logo on the skateboard. I don't know if that was from the Flashpoint timeline. I'm guessing it was, seeing as he was telling his dad that he was the Kid Flash in a dream. And it's quite cool how they played it out throughout the episode. Really interesting how they marketed the trailer for Shade, because it looked like he was turning evil, hence why I put the kind of Daniel West, Wally West video out a few weeks ago, which my theory was right. Guys, it was right, but he wasn't evil at all. They just cut it to make it look like he was. A pretty sick moment when Iris West knocked Wally West the fuck out. That was pretty cool. In the end, he was having seizures, I think, so they had to go to the Dr. Alchemy Batcave, I suppose you could call it. What's pretty interesting is, obviously, if you know anything, Dr. Alchemy draws his power from the Philosopher's Stone, and he was pretty much dominating the Flash until Joe West stepped in with his metahuman weapon that ironically Harrison Wells made. So that was quite interesting. So he's useless without the stone. So what was interesting was Julian Albert. Ironically, they placed it in just before they went to the Dr. Alchemy cave. Wasn't at work this week, seeing as Joe West said that. So it is a bit of a red herring. They are making it a bit obvious. I did do a video covering Julian Albert being Dr. Alchemy, and I'm pretty sure it's set in stone. We are going to find out by episode 9 who he is. I'm 100% sure it's Julian Albert. But if I'm wrong, I will admit to being wrong. So the other cool thing that happened in this episode was that Killer Frost admitted that she had powers to Cisco and then to the rest of the team. So, and obviously he vibed. I didn't actually realise he could vibe without the vibe glasses. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens next week in the Killer Frost episode, which I will be doing a trailer breakdown as per normal a bit later on, but you'll probably see that anyway. So we've got a hell of a lot during this episode, and the main villain for this episode was called Shade. So he drew enough energy to give the perception he was a Shade, but really he was a human, and good old HR from Earth 19 said that there was someone from his Earth called that. It's a bit ironic that Harrison Wells always says, oh, he was on my Earth, he was on my Earth. I think they're just doing that to show you how the multiverse actually works. So looking forward, The Flash is going to get pretty awesome. There's not an awful lot happened except for seeing Savitar, seeing Wally West go to Dr. Alchemy, the Killer Frost unveil, and that was pretty much it. I mean, there were some, like The Shining, so The Shining Easter eggs, kind of hints and stuff, but I'm not about going over these kind of little Easter eggs and giving the perception that I know everything, when really I just want to tell you what happened in the episode. So that is my kind of breakdown review for episode 6, Shade. So Wally West now has speedster powers, but how much are they going to go down the Daniel West evil reverse Flash storyline for that? That's going to be really interesting to see, seeing as the crossover is coming up pretty fast. So I expect that storyline to kind of be hit under the bush by episode 10. I don't really know, the mid-season finale, that could be when they drop Dr. Alchemy, but seeing as Savitar's around now, who is Dr. Alchemy? I don't really give a fuck who he is now, to be honest, because he was just kind of like the side villain, a bit like Tobias Church from the Arrow. He was a side villain until Prometheus came through. So a bit interesting how last week Arrow came up against Prometheus, and this week the Flash is coming up against the actual main villain, Savitar. Really interesting. I will be doing a bonus video on what shit is going to go down at the weekend. So I'll see you in another video, which will be my trailer breakdown for Killer Frost. Please like, subscribe, and comment, as every view, even if it's a trolly comment, is a view. So it's all good if you troll me, because it's a view at the end of the day. So, me and Flash. We'll see you in another video.